Hey guys, we are here in a lovely beautiful blueberry farm in Curry's Post area, and this is our first ever blueberry pollination that we're doing. So we brought our hives in 5 days ago, and after discussing with many different beekeepers what the best option is, first of all, the nets are not fantastic for the bees. So first thing we did is we asked our farmer to please open his nets before we brought our bees in. So he's very kindly done that. This will allow our bees to forage elsewhere as well as on the blueberries, helping to keep them healthy for longer. So as you can see, he's opened up beautifully here for the bees so they can make their way out if they need to get other food. We also are bringing in, we've brought in 50 African blue basil plants, which are scattered around the inside of the orchard, just to help to draw the bees to certain areas. And and now on day 5 of pollination, we're actually doing internal inspections, and many of the hives have come in, as you can see, with supers on them. And the reason for that is any nectar and honey that's in there, we're basically using to supplement feed the bees so that they will have some nectar while they are foraging in this orchard. We are now going to be checking that the queen is still laying, and we are also placing pollen supplements inside each of the hives to keep the queen actively laying. They've only got another 9 days in here, and then they'll be moved out, and we'll bring the next lot in, and those ones will follow the same routine. On day 5, we'll place pollen patties. We're bringing them in with nectar on the hives, and we're hoping to take them out and have them still reasonably strong at the end of it. They all have honey in the brood chamber as well to help feed them, and a lot of stored pollen. So we're checking them out now, and I hope this is helpful to you, and that you can also learn how to keep your bees healthy in more stressful conditions. Right, so we're just opening up this hive. As you can see, there is a bit of nectar in the super. Bees are making use of it for sure. Okay, so as I said, the super is on here mainly as a supplement feed for the bees, so we don't need to worry too much about checking that. We don't expect to get honey on blueberries, let's just make that clear. Right, so now we're going to remove the super, and we're going to do a brood inspection. Most of these hives came in with 4 or more frames of brood with eggs and larvae, and lots of honey. We've left lots of honey in there to make sure that they've got some food, but we don't want too much in there, so we're going to check into the brood chamber now. Right, so first frame out is honey. As I said, we've sent these hives with quite a significant amount of honey in them. I've just loosened a few frames. There's more honey and nectar on this frame, and then third frame in, we're already onto our first frame of brood. And if you can have a look, there are lots of lovely larvae and eggs available for this hive, so still looking really good. Trying to see what, there we go. Okay, so good amount of larvae and eggs there. This other side is pretty much the same. Next frame, also a lot of larvae and eggs. So the cap brood is not as much as we'd like to see, but yeah, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Alright. Next frame, also some good brood on there. So all looking well. I'm happy with that. There is this old queen cell that was there already beforehand, so nothing to worry about there. Oh, and the next frame over is also a bit of brood. So this one's still looking fairly strong. 5 days into blueberries, so I'm very happy with that. Okay, then the next frame over, we're starting to see a lot more of the honey and nectar that I spoke of. Okay, this is the next frame over. A lot of pollen and quite a bit of nectar still in this hive. So yeah, that looks good. We're still going to put a pollen patty in, even though they're looking healthy. We just want to make sure that they've got resources. They have a few cold days still coming up. This is mainly nectar and honey, and the next few frames over will be honey as well. So this will at least give them enough resources to be able to keep strong throughout. Anyway, let me pop the pollen patty on here. Once I've placed all the frames back together, we'll put this pollen patty on top. I've already broken it open a bit, and and then we'll seal it up, and the girls will be fine until we collect them in 9 days time. So all looking good. Cheers for now. Bye.